We've been taught a lie. We've been taught that love is supposed to hurt. That if it's not intense, dramatic, unpredictable, it's not real. That the butterflies are supposed to feel like anxiety. That chasing someone means you care. That being on edge means you're in love. But let me tell you the truth. No one told you when you were younger. Real love feels like peace, not confusion. And once you've felt that kind of love, you stop entertaining anything that feels like chaos disguised as passion. You see, we grew up watching love in the movies where people yell, leave, come back, fight, break things, cry, and call it romantic. We were taught that if you weren't suffering, it wasn't deep enough. So many of us learned to associate love with emotional turbulence, with doubt, with trying too hard. We learned to accept confusion as part of connection. But that isn't love. That's survival. That's trauma bonding. That's attachment wounds. That's trying to earn affection because you never learned you were worthy of it without performing. Real love won't leave you questioning your worth. Real love doesn't make you chase, doesn't make you shrink, doesn't leave you in limbo. Real love is clarity. It's consistency. It's someone showing up because they want to, not because you beg them to. It's not butterflies. It's not adrenaline. It's not highs and lows that leave you emotionally hungover. It's grounded. It's stable. It's peaceful. It's the kind of love that says, you don't have to guess how I feel about you. I'll show you. Every day. And I know, if you're used to chaos, peace can feel boring at first. It can feel foreign, like something's missing. Like the spark isn't there. But maybe that's not the spark. Maybe that's your nervous system mistaking anxiety for connection. Because when love is familiar with inconsistency, you begin to crave instability. You confuse emotional roller coasters with romance. You think love should be unpredictable because that's what you've known. But that's not love. That's the wound trying to find comfort in what broke it. Real love is different. Real love feels safe. Not in a dull way, but in a freeing way. You don't have to perform. You don't have to walk on eggshells. You don't have to second-guess every text message or wonder what you did wrong when they go quiet. Real love gives you room to breathe. Room to grow. Room to show up fully as yourself and still feel seen, chosen, and respected. Because love without respect is manipulation. And love without peace is just pain dressed in pretty words. So let's talk about what real love actually looks like. Because some of us have never seen it. We've only known love that demanded sacrifice. Love that felt like confusion. Love that was conditional on how perfect, useful, attractive, or obedient we were. But real love? Real love feels like soft mornings, like steady hands, like I've got you, without you having to ask. It's the text that says, made it home safe. It's the eye contact that grounds you. It's the calm after the storm, not because you fixed anything, but because they never became the storm in the first place. It's someone saying, I know you've been through hell. I'm not here to add to it. Real love knows how to listen, not to respond, but to understand. Real love doesn't interrupt your healing, it supports it. They don't punish you for having scars. They don't walk away when your trauma speaks louder than your words. They don't gaslight your emotions. Instead, they lean in. They stay. They remind you, I'm not going anywhere just because it's hard. And that's the peace your heart has been craving. Now I know what some of you might be thinking, but isn't love supposed to challenge us? Yes. Real love will challenge you, but not through confusion, not through games, not through withholding, not through silence. Real love challenges you to grow, to communicate, to open your heart wider than it's ever dared to open before. It challenges your fear, not by activating it, but by helping you release it. It holds up a mirror and says, you can be all of you here. Real love doesn't walk out during conflict. It leans in. It says, we're on the same team. Let's figure this out. It doesn't punish you with distance. It doesn't withdraw affection when you speak your truth. It doesn't weaponize silence. And more than anything, it doesn't make you feel like love is something you have to chase. You don't have to beg for reassurance. You don't have to wonder where you stand. You don't have to pretend to be okay when you're not. Because real love shows up for the real you. Not the filtered version, not the people pleaser, not the mask. The you behind closed doors, the scared version, the healing version, the messy, honest, brave version. And when you've had that kind of love, or even just seen it in others, you stop settling for confusion. You stop accepting relationships that drain you, that silence you, that ask you to carry all the emotional weight. You stop calling it love when it feels more like a wound. So if you're listening to this and you're in something that constantly makes you question yourself, ask yourself this: do I feel safe here? Do I feel seen? Do I feel calm in their presence, or do I feel anxious and on guard? Because your nervous system is telling you the truth your heart keeps trying to ignore. And real love will never make you abandon yourself to stay connected to someone else. Real love doesn't rush you. It doesn't pressure you. It doesn't push you into versions of yourself that aren't authentic. It inspires you, gently. It encourages your softness. It protects your tenderness. It holds space for your pain without trying to fix or dismiss it. And most importantly, it feels like peace, like exhaling after holding your breath for years. Like home, not a place, but a person. Someone who reminds you, you don't have to do this alone anymore. I want you to know that love like this exists. It's not a fairy tale. It's not rare. It's not unrealistic. But it does require one thing. You must believe you're worthy of it. Because the moment you start believing you deserve peaceful love, you'll stop responding to chaos. You'll stop trying to decode mixed signals. You'll stop over-explaining your feelings. You'll stop accepting half love from people who don't even love themselves. You'll rise. And when you rise, the love you call in rises with you. So don't settle. Not for almosts. Not for confusion. Not for someone who leaves you questioning your worth after every interaction. You've outgrown that. You've earned a love that feels safe in your soul, that feels calm in your chest, that doesn't require a constant battle to prove your place. That's not love. That's anxiety. Let that be the last lesson you learn the hard way. Because real love, it's gentle, it's honest, It's steady. It gives more than it takes. It heals more than it hurts. It builds more than it breaks. And it will never ask you to sacrifice your peace just to keep someone close. Real love won't confuse you. It will hold you and remind you you've always been enough, just as you are.